Hi there, my name is Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm looking at the Strymon Iridium. Now I'm a little bit late to the party with the Strymon Iridium. There's millions of reviews of this pedal. Everyone's been talking about this pedal. It's basically an amp and cab simulator replacement. So I'm not going to unbox it. I'm sure you've seen it before. I have to say it's very light. It's very well made. All feels great quality. Comes with a power supply and also a USB cable. Now, as you know, I use Helix, HX Stomp, and Kemper. Why do I need this thing? Well, I don't, but I've really wanted to check it out. And I feel the best way to check it out today is just to play it, and you can look at my face and see if I like it or not. It's really hard with these things, isn't it? Because I've come to the conclusion myself that obviously they're not a real amp and cab. With Helix and Kemper, you can get lost in the world of IRs and profiles. You can get some amazing sounds, and I have been getting some great, inspiring sounds, which really is the goal with all this stuff. I'm going to assume that the Iridium around $400 is really for, dare I say, the purist that wants something with physical controls. You can see there's a bass, middle, treble, room, reverb, level, drive. You can reach down and just tweak it on the gig. You can add it to the end of an analog pedal board, or even a modeler. You can add it to your existing rig and get an amp replacement. I think that's who this is obviously for. I mean, for this to be added to like my Kemper, it would have to sound incredible, and I can't believe it will sound that good. I'm just giving you a little, initial thoughts before I actually play the thing. I really feel if this is good to great, this would be something I'd recommend to someone building a pedal board, maybe that has an HX effects, something like that, runs direct occasionally, wants to record. Because for $650, which is $200 more, you can get an HX Stomp, which has more amps, more cabs, also loads IRs like this does, has all the effects, is a USB interface, more foot switches. For the sake of that extra money, you can have a full rig, arguably, in a box. So why would you buy this? I've been confused about this too. Is the fuss real? Is the hype real? Let's find out. I'm going to grab the guitar, I'm going to play, and the mic will be off, so I might give you some of these, or some of these, or these, hopefully not. Hopefully you can see in my eyes if I like it or not. When I've done playing, I'll come back and I'll tell you how it felt. Here we go. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe, because this is only the initial reaction. There will be more follow-up videos if I like it, and if I don't like it, there'll be follow-up videos on other products. So thanks for subscribing. Let's play this pedal. Okay, so what did you think? I felt like it sounds fat and intuitive. That's my words. Everything like straight up. Oh, did you see the beginning? The thing was turned off and I was like, yeah, it sounds good. You know, if you got a good guitar straight in, clean sounds can sound really good. Direct. If you got great pickups and a great interface, cleans are easy. It's the other stuff, it's the drives that are hard. Anyway, once I turned it on, sounds great. Works as you expect. EQ is very responsive. I just left it on the first cab most of the time. It was fine. Obviously, the different cabs basically give you different EQ. So I was just using the EQ, but it's good to try different cabs. I did enjoy the lack of options in the beginning. I was like, this is cool. I can just use it, just dial it in. Great, good to go. Then on the crunch channel, same thing. Everything just sounded as I expected it to, as I wanted it to in my head. That's a big thing. Because I do believe you can get some great sounds from all these modelers, right? But sometimes you have to search for them. Now, that doesn't mean this is right for you, the way you play and your style of music. But the clean seems like a great Fender clean with an excellent EQ. The Vox kind of mid-gain, once I turned the drive up, same thing. Everything just sounded and felt as it should. I wasn't like, oh, this isn't right. Everything was just right. Now, the third channel confused me a bit because that's a Marshall, right? It's like a plexi sound. And I cranked the gain, and I'm like, oh, I need a bit more gain. Now, I'm playing single coil pickups, so not that high output. But I was expecting a bit more. Now, hang on, though, because I was watching Tone Wars the other day, and they said you should really use a drive pedal into a distorted amp anyway. So I actually think they've kind of done us a favor. I think this is your bread and butter amp pedal. The clean is just a great clean platform, which you could then use pedals with. I assume that will be in a future video. Subscribe. The mid-gain sound, again, sounds amazing. That high gain, you know, maybe it's not a bad thing that you can't go into like obscene, crazy distortion territory because you can use drive pedals in front of that to push it into a tighter, more usable, just better sound. So I don't think there's like a lack of gain. I think there's almost like the right amount of gain on full. Like if you go more gain than that, it's just going to get messy. I was just confused because I thought I might get more of a metal type sound from that channel. I think you're going to need pedals to reach the lead, the heavy lead metal territory. I think it can certainly get into like classic rock sounds, but I think you're supposed to really use a drive pedal into those amps anyway, and that's the idea behind this. So initially a bit disappointed about the third channel, but actually thinking about it, it kind of makes sense. They could have built a boost into the pedal, which may have, you know, alleviated the need for other pedals. But you'll soon realize that I think this is definitely meant to be used with other pedals. The room reverb creates a really realistic sense of the amp in the room thing. Well, I usually have a long hall reverb when I play, and it's not there. I felt very exposed. So this is really meant to go at the end of your pedal board. Use your drive pedals into it. Use your reverb pedals after it. Use your delays after it. I bet this thing would be amazing for the application. Now again, do you want the HX Stomp? I'm not going to say if one's better or worse than the other. I'd have to sit with them and compare them. And even then, there's a million variables on both pedals. I will say, I really like this. It's really cool. I need to make another video where I run it with other pedals. So that's what I'll do next. So I'm going to hook this up to something like the Helix, and I'm going to use it with those effects and see if it gives me everything that I need. And based on that, I would give this a recommendation or not. But like I predicted, I really believe that for the purist, the knob turner that wants something to go at the end of their board, I don't think you'll find much better than this. You'll probably correct me if I'm wrong, and if I am wrong, just put it in the comments below. I'm always interested in hearing about new gear. But I do get what the fuss is about. Simple, great sounding. It sounds fat, and that makes it feel good. The question for me is, how does it take drive pedals? And actually, that's a great question with the other stuff, isn't it? How does the Kemper take a drive pedal? I haven't covered that yet. But if you're looking for something to stick on your pedal board, I think this could be it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please subscribe, share, and all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep rocking. Bye-bye.